Hello, Captains. It's the Doctor. Welcome back to Rami Summers. This is my free-to-play playthrough of Star Trek Online. I started at the beginning. I am now here at level 56, so we are very near level 60. But we have many more episodes or missions to actually continue to play through. It has been a very long time since the last video published for this. I do apologize. There have been a lot of changes since that last video. In terms of Star Trek Online, the game itself, there has been a Season 11.5 update, which totally changed the skill system and how all those points are allocated to your character. I have since spent the time off camera to go over all those skills and figure out what would benefit Rami Summers the best. So I'm going to show that to you before we go into missioning today and show you what my skill points are set as. But I believe that I will probably be more powerful now as a character than I was in previous videos, as in I will probably be doing even more damage now than I was before. This tactical build that I'm going to show you is pretty powerful. It's tried, trued, and tested on my other main tactical character, on my paying character. He is using this same tactical build and is doing a very, very high amount of DPS. So I think that's also going to benefit this character here as well. She is a tactical character, remember. We are flying an escort. The escort that we are flying is a patrol escort currently. It is the last ship basically I can get for right now, unless I were to earn a special ship or something different. What else? It's been so long since I've been on this character that I've kind of forgotten how things are equipped and where she is and what's going on here. But it looks like we do have a Counter Command Tactical Kit Mark 11 here, and we've got plenty of modules on, so we've got all our abilities. We are using the Jem'Hadar ground set still, Mark 10, it looks like, the full Mark 10 set. I do, however, have a Mark 14 Herald Anti-Proton Split Beam Projector for doing damage. I do like that weapon. The one I really like is from the low-buy store, but unfortunately I don't have any low-buy to go purchase it on this character. But if I had a choice, it would be the low-buy store version that I would like to have. We have some skill points, specialization points we can use once we hit level 60. We can't use them now. Let's see, as far as everything else goes for my ship here, it looks like we do have 10, 11, 12. We've got Mark 12 phaser dual heavy cannons, and then the quad phaser, the quad cannon, the Crinum Chronoton torpedo, because I do have that Crinum science ship that I earned previously, and I'm using some parts from it on here. I do have a Solanae deflector, hyper impulse engine, shield, and the Obelisk subspace rift warp core. I've got the best console layout I can possibly have or afford right now. I've got the timeline stabilizer. You'll notice I don't have any energy credits, so I'm kind of maxed out on what I'm able to have right now. But my characters should be okay. Okay enough for these missions anyway, we'll see. Everything does need to be upgraded, but of course that just happens over time as you earn more energy credits and resources and stuff. I am working on, or just started, the Delta Alliance reputation. However, I can't even continue it right now because I need energy credits. I need 500 energy credits to continue working on the daily here. I don't even have enough right now to do it. So after playing this mission, that should get me some things I can sell, and then go ahead and keep continuing the Delta Alliance reputation. But I don't have a lot of marks. I've only got enough for one more daily after this. That means I need to earn more Delta marks, and the one way I can do that is to do the patrols. And I know that when we do the patrols, we will get some Delta marks for that, so that's going to help us. So that's my basic setup here. Let's go over skills. I won't take too long on this, but this is just so that you can note what I'm doing. You will see that in the first area here under Lieutenant, I pretty much put in everything into tactical and nothing into science or engineering. For the tactical, this is energy weapon training for your ship. So this is going to be more damage for your energy weapons on your ship, and then the same for projectile weapon training, more projectile weapon damage from your ship. As far as science capabilities go, I did not need or use shield capacity or shield restoration. And then for engineering, I did not do hull capacity or hull restoration. So everything is just in a tactical here. Now for Lieutenant Commander, I did mix it up with engineering and tactical. You'll notice I've maxed out tactical here, targeting expertise for the best accuracy, and then defensive maneuvering, because as an escort, this is what's going to really benefit us, and the more defense we have, or the more maneuvering we have, the more defense we can have on our ship. It means the less that the enemy is going to hit us. That's real important for an escort, real important for a ship that doesn't have a whole lot of hull strength or shield strength. Again, I skipped over science because that's drain expertise and control expertise, which I'm not a science character. I'm not using any science abilities, so that doesn't matter. But what I did do is engineering stuff. EPS, electroplasma system flow, very important on an escort. You want that EPS to be as high as you can be, so I did that. Improved EPS flow to the max. And then the full impulse energy shunt as well, because impulse speed is another very important thing for an escort. So I've got advanced impulse expertise, totally maxed out. Our ship is going to be very maneuverable, very fast, and that will benefit our defense. Under Commander, again, I'm maxed out tactical. We've got weapon amplification. This increases the bonus damage. This is your critical hit. And then weapon specialization, that's your critical chance. So my critical hit and critical chance are maxed out. Again, ignoring science, shield hardness, or shield regeneration. Going to ignore that. Instead, I went with damage control. This increases the rate at which your hull is passively repaired over time. Because I am an escort, I'm going to take a lot of damage to my hull, and what I want is the hull to regenerate itself as fast as possible. That's going to allow me to get back in the battle and get back into the heat of things and do some damage. I had one left over at the end of all this, so I put it, my leftover one I put in hull plating, just to give me a little extra defense there. Down here at Captain, this gets real fun. I did hull penetration maxed out in tactical, so we can get right down to the hull there, do some damage, and shield weakening, so that we can get right through their shields. And then also I maxed out advanced long-range targeting sensors. This reduces the weapon fall off based on distance, so that means I can shoot from a farther distance and do more damage than if I didn't have this. I also made sure to do defensive and offensive subsystem tuning. Offensive for sure, which is going to increase my weapon subsystem power, and then my engine power, I also put that in there, but I had enough points. I also did defensive so that I have some power in shield and auxiliary as well. And you may think auxiliary is kind of useless for a tactical escort player, but it's really not, especially if you use the Nukara trait, which will benefit your offensive or defensive abilities based on aux power, which I don't currently have, but in the future one day I could, and so that aux power would help me there. It can also help with, there's another console that we'll get later on in the game as we play a mission. We'll get this console where using auxiliary power on it will actually increase our critical hit chance and critical severity. So aux power will be important with that console as well. Moving down here to the last one, I did warp core potential because your power levels are extremely important. So I just wanted to get my power levels as high as I possibly can on this ship. So I maxed that out. What I ignored was the tactical readiness. Basically, that just reduces your bridge officer ability time. And the way I look at it, you know, that's okay. I can deal with normal, regular bridge officer times. So I'm not worried about reducing the time on that, or using coordination protocols. That's more like hangar pets and team stuff. So no, and then I didn't have any others left. So that's what I got, and as you'll see, I've got 24 in tactical, 3 in science, 19 in engineering. So very heavy on tactical, very heavy on engineering, barely anything on science. Just these 3 to get rid of that long-range sensor thing. And then the ability that I have, because I spent so much in tactical, is I was opened up to Focused Frenzy. Mark the target foe and devote all available resources to taking them down. Each time you hit the marked foe with an energy weapon, your weapon's firing cycles will speed up. So this is firing cycle haste, is what this is. So very cool ability, and I was able to get that with all those tactical abilities. And that's it. That's basically my skill system. For ground, I have kit power, and I've put most everything into weapon performance and weapon penetration. Basically just doing the most damage as a ground officer. I have only one thing in personal shield and one thing in endurance. Everything is about getting the most out of my kit powers and then getting everything out of my weapon damage that I can possibly do. That's how I built everything as a tactical character. Pilot, I am working on that specialization, but I don't have a whole lot of it opened yet. That's the primary one, and then secondary will be Commando, but I don't have anything in there yet. So just keep working on that. And that's it. That's my setup right now, and I think you will see that it is pretty darn powerful. Now let's see where we are in missions here, because it's been such a long time. We're in the Delta Quadrant, we know that. We did Mindscape, we did Reunion, we did Friends in Unlikely Places, we did Revelations, we did Enemies in all the usual places. Ah, yes. It's time for the Kobali front. So this is it. This is the big one. Kobali Prime is under attack. The Alliance is sending all available ships to help the Kobali save their home world. This is the Kobali missions. Okay, so basically what's going to happen here is we could just go to the home world and do the one mission that gets us introduced to it and stop there and then continue with Friends Like These and all these others. But that's not exactly what I'm going to do. What I'm going to actually do is go ahead and go to the Kobali front and do all of it. We're going to do the entire planet from start to finish. All missions on the Kobali front back to back. We are high enough level to do that. I think you have to be above level 53 to get all of the missions, and we are at 56. So you have to be 51 to start the Kobali front, but then you have to be like 53 to get the other missions that follow after that. So we did. We are at 56, so I should have the proper skill level to have all of the missions available to me. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do one video, the entire Kobali front. So this is going to be an extremely long video, an hour, 2 hours. I don't know how long it's going to last. I'm going to try to get through it as quickly as I can, because I've done this so many times and I'm kind of tired of it, to be honest with you. But I know you guys want to see it, and it would probably be best if I just did it as one video instead of breaking it up. So that way I can say the Kobali front is done, and then we can move on to all the other missions, like with Friends Like These and all that glitters and on and on and on.
Are you familiar with the Kobali? Their homeworld is under attack by the Vaudois, and they've requested our aid. I informed the head of their military that you would render them support on the ground. Their city has been under siege for months and cannot take much more. Please do what you can on Kobali Prime to stop the Vaudois from destroying the Kobali.
Okay. So again, this is going to be a long video. We're going to do this whole entire Kobali homeworld in one sitting. That'll be fun. Seriously though, if you get bored and you need to take a break, by all means do so. Hopefully you'll come back and continue the video to watch the rest of it. But it's going to be a long one. It's going to be a long one. Really, really, really long one. So what I'm going to do is set a course here to the Kobali homeworld. While you guys are watching my ship travel to the Kobali homeworld, I am going to remove myself for just a second, go to my kitchen over here, and I am going to pour myself a drink. Not that kind of a drink. I'm going to pour myself some Dr. Pepper. Let me be clear here. I'm not going to be drunk during this. I don't drink. I don't do that. I'm going to give myself some Dr. Pepper because I'm going to tell you, my mouth is already getting dry, and it's going to be dry because this is going to be a long one. So as you watch my ship travel, I will remove myself for just a second, but I will be right back. So please don't leave. I am back, and sorry for that little time there. Apparently we got to Kobali really fast. Well, let's see what all this is about. Of course I already know what it's about, but here we go. Let's see, we get to take 2 characters. I am tactical. I need one of my people to be a healer. Tavril, you're going to be my healer. You're going to keep us alive. Who else? Eliza Flores is nice. Coles, who are your tacticals? Well, we need an engineering person because I'm tactical. We can have 1 engineer and 1 science. So it's you, Zarva. You're coming.
Hello, I'm Captain Harry Kim, Starfleet's military liaison to Kobali Prime. The Vaadwaur have been assaulting the Kobali homeworld for months now. The Kobali are near a breaking point. They're not trained for war, not like the Vaadwaur. The Alliance is here to stop the Vaadwaur and help the Kobali reclaim their home. You and several others will be leading our forces here. I'll be doing some investigations to help support the effort. Good luck.
Alright, there we go. Harry Kim introduces us. Let's go talk to the General.
I cannot tell you how good it is to have you here. Our people have been bombarded by the Vaadwaur for months. We cannot take much more of this. Before you go out to the field, I would ask your help within the city. Morale is at an all-time low, and our people could use a boost.
Okay.
We can't stop until the Vaadwaur leave our world. We've been fighting this war for nearly a year now, and it's taking a toll on our troops. We are a peaceful people. This is the first time my soldiers have been exposed to death and destruction on this scale. They're demoralized and depressed, and I'm concerned about the long-term effects on their mental health. You have more experience than we do in battle. It would help if you could speak to our soldiers and share your insights. Please stop by the medbay. Some of the wounded there have asked to meet you.
Okay, and you see, for doing this, we're going to get 50 Delta marks anyway. That's going to be real helpful.
We can't stop until the Vaadwaur leave.
That will be helpful. We need those marks. Okay, let's talk to the injured Kobali and boost morale here. Apparently, we need to do that.
You're part of the reinforcements that everyone was talking about. Please, you have to stop the Vaadwaur. We can't lose our home. Not after it took us so long to find it.
I promise I'll do everything I can. Morale boosted.
5th time I've been in the medbay. Don't think I can go out again after this. Could you take over for me? Everyone here is so scared of the Vaadwaur. Someone has to be strong.
I'll be strong. Morale boosted.
My brother, my sister, they're both dead. I couldn't help them. You have to avenge them. Make their deaths worth something. Do what I could not.
Avengers
Thank
to the
you.
rescue.
It may not seem like much, but you've given those soldiers hope. We have several officers who were recently promoted, who might need some additional training, as well as several tasks that could use your presence. Would you mind taking one of them along to let him shadow you? There is so much we could learn from an experienced Starfleet officer. Many groups of our soldiers have become demoralized over the course of the
Yeah, okay. Speak with Anik Nasquadil to meet a Tycan recruit. Sure. Let's teach the Kobali a thing or two. Greetings. One of our recently promoted officers is ready to shadow you. Are you ready?
Reporting for duty, sir. It is a pleasure to watch you in action, sir.
Now, because this video is going to be extremely long, because there's so much to do here that we're going to have to do, I am probably going to just skip over some of the dialogue. I'll talk about the main points, but I'm going to kind of skim over. I won't read everything extremely in detail. You pretty much get the idea just from watching and seeing it anyway. Now these little missions here, like a decision to make where you have to do all this stuff here, I'm not going to do these little missions. You can do these. They add to the story just a little bit, I guess, but I mean they're not part of our quest, our main quest that we have to do, so I'm not really going to worry about them. But I do need to figure out where our main quest is right now. Speak to a sergeant if you need a captain. See, bolster troop morale. Okay, so I'm doing troop morale. That's what I'm doing. Okay, not you. I just don't know where they are. I'm trying to look on my mini map. I see these. There's a lot of circles here. I guess. Okay, I guess it's these groups here I need to do. Encourage soldiers. Yay.
Wow, I haven't seen the soldiers that motivated in a while. How did you know what to say to inspire them like that? I've tried before, but it did no good.
You don't get to be me without knowing things.
Interesting. Well, keep going. I'll watch what you do and see if I can do that in the future.
Let's go find some more people to boost. Who needs a boosted morale? Anybody? Anybody? You guys need a boosted morale? Yay! Okay, one more of this. Not over here, though. That one's asleep. Here, these guys need a boost, don't they? Yeah. Alright, thank you for the help. I'll tell the other Hanchins what I've learned today. Now we basically just have to go turn this in. Speak to
This is Captain Kim.
Harry Kim.
I found some information for you.
We need to go find Harry Kim and talk to him now. Speak with Harry Kim. And here he is.
Permission to speak freely.
Granted, what is it?
Something isn't right here. I've done some investigating, and I don't think the Kobali are being entirely truthful with us.
What have you found?
Not so much found, as observed. The Vaadwaur clearly have superior firepower, tactics, and training, right? So why haven't they already wiped the Kobali out? They haven't hesitated to do so on other worlds. Sure, the Kobali have a shield around the capital, but they've been fighting the Vaadwaur for months now, and they're consistently losing troops and territory. I don't understand how the Vaadwaur haven't already taken the capital and finished this.
Maybe the Vaadwaur wants something.
Exactly. There has to be some other objective for the Vaadwaur here, and we need to find out what it is. We have to help the Kobali, and we can't do it if we're blinded.
Okay.
Understood. I won't let you down.
So, there's something up. the Vaadwaur are not directly attacking the capital or trying to kill all the Kobali. There's a nefarious purpose. Okay, speak with the general. Let's turn this in.
We can't stop until the Vaadwaur leave our world.
I've done what I could in the city.
Thank you for your assistance. Your presence here means we're not fighting alone anymore. That's more important than you know. My son is in the trenches now, and he could use your... Wait, what's that?
What is it? Ruh-roh.
The Vaadwaur are at the gates. You have to help us.
Well, I will, okay.
We can't stop until the
Okay, repel Vaadwaur attacking the gates. By the way, if you guys haven't noticed, I did upgrade my dress uniform. Or not my dress uniform, but my uniform. And made it that special, I forgot what it's called, but by adding the white part here or whatever, makes it a totally different thing, apparently. It's not an option, you just have to change the colors manually yourself, someone said, and then it becomes like a command outfit or something like that. So that's what I did, so that it looks like that now. And now I noticed Harry Kim also has the same colorings, so I guess I did it right. So now we're both command people or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I just did that little change, and hopefully you guys like it. I think it looks very cool on her. Match goes well with her hair. Now I guess we're not going to add this transporter yet, are we? No. Okay, let's go fight at the gates. Push back the Vaadwaur attacking the city. Can do. My weapon volume at.
Personal shield losing power.
For a second there, I couldn't hear my weapon firing. It was like a silent weapon. Easy peasy. Oh, wow. That's how powerful I am. Supposed to help the wounded. I don't even have to use my abilities.
Personal shield losing power.
The only bad part about that is I take a lot of damage, as you can see, because I don't have like anything in health or shield. I got one thing. Look at that. Look, I'm almost dead. I can do a lot of damage, but boy, do I take a lot. I mean, it doesn't take much to hurt me.
Personal shield losing power.
Yay! I got Delta Alliance Mark package. Look at all that stuff. No, not yet. Take item. Return to General Cunel. Now I finally have some things to sell. Maybe I can get some energy credits here. I want to get that reputation going. I said I got 107 Delta marks now. Excellent. I can do a few of those runs.
That was too close. If you hadn't been here, your stand against the Vaadwaur will give our people the motivation they need to keep fighting. And we have so much more to do. If the Vaadwaur made it this far, then I fear for my son in the trenches.
Yes, more Delta marks.
We can't stop until the Vaadwaur leave our world. My son Jitanian is commanding our forces outside the city. The Vaadwaur should never have reached us without so much as a warning from him. Something must have happened. Here is his position in the field. Take the nearby transporter and make your way to his command post. He may need assistance.
Ooh, and we'll get a Kobali split beam rifle for this.
We can't stop.
wonder if there is a place to sell items here. Buy and sell things. Let's see. I've never actually explored this entire area before. I want to see. There's a mailbox. I need a vendor. I want to sell the things I have so I can get that reputation rolling. Also, if I don't think I showed you guys, but because I opened up Tier 1 of the Delta Alliance, I have now a couple of traits that have unlocked. I've got Armor Penetration, Ground Reputation trait, and Physical Conditioning. So this is plus 10% Armor Penetration, and this one is plus 5% Run Speed, so I run just a little bit faster. So that's my reputation stuff that's opened up. Nothing else, no starship traits or space traits or active traits, but just those couple of ground traits there anyway. It benefits, so that's good. Anybody to buy my stuff? Anybody? Is there a vendor around? This place may not have a vendor, and I don't want to go all the way back to somewhere else just to sell things. Triage. No, I don't want to do that. I just want to sell things. No. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. There might not be anybody to sell things to here, which is a shame. Wait a minute. There's a clothing. Oh, this is a tailor. You can't sell things to the tailor, can you? No. Well, I guess there's nowhere to sell my crap. Fine. In that case, I will just discard it this way. I won't get as many energy credits, but I got 2660. It's better than nothing, and it will allow me to continue the reputation thing here. That's all I want to do anyway. There we go. Get that going. 20 hours now to the next one. Ooh, and I got a Delta Alliance daily thing. What do I get? Thoron infused Polaron wide beam pistol. Okay, I needed to use the transporter up front, didn't I? Where is that? Yep, let's do that. Alright, now we have that added. We can always come back. Let's go to Henshin Jedanian. My people are with me. We're good. He's not far. He's just right up here. See that ship up there? Eventually we're going to work our way all the way around to that ship. So it's going to be a long one.
We're hanging in there, but we could use your... I am. Although I understand
go
my
through all
people
that.
do not reproduce.
Yeah.
This is not something...
Like
yes,
I said,
we have
I'm not going to go through all of the dialogue here. I really don't want to. I just want to get... because this is going to be long enough. I just want to do these and move on. Tell sacred troops to get back into the fight. Scared, I mean. Tell the scared troops to get back into the fight. Hey, you scaredy cat, get back into the fight. Punch him in the face. That's what we need to do. The character needs to be like, hey, you, get back into the fight. Punch in the face. Hey, you, get back into the fight. Punch in the face. Hey, you, get back into the fight. Punch in the face. Hey, you, get back in the fight. Punch in the balls.
Thank you. The soldiers have been beaten down so much I can barely keep them going. But they seem bolstered by the outside help.
Get that thing working. Okay. Basically now I'm scanning things or destroying Kobali. Either way. Look for information by defeating Vodwar or checking their crates. So I can check the crates or I can defeat the Vodwar. Or I can do both. If I can find their crates, I can't find their crates. This guy's doing a thing on him. There we go. I guess that works too, so we'll just do that.
Personal shield losing power.
60% already. That's the way to go. Gotta do it within this bubble though. Gotta stay within the yellow bubble. Nope. See, those are those little found missions. I don't want to do those.
Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power.
We're going behind the rock. My weapon fire is not making any noise at all. That's some kind of weird sound glitch. %. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. Is everybody still alive? Yeah. Is that a crate? Maybe that'll work. No noise. Okay. Send the data to the ship. Do a thing. Disable the Vodwar devices. And there they are, way over there. I'm just going to check real quick. I don't know what's going on, but it's like the audio of some of my things are not working. But everything's turned on. The only thing that's turned down as far as the music, but FX is on, the ambient's on. Everything is on. Well, I don't know what's going on.
Enemy target.
Stop firing on me. Trying to do a thing. I will take your loot, however. Hey.
Flanking damage detected. Shield losing power.
Boy, this place has Vodwar everywhere. Okay, let's get to these things. This one will work over here.
Enemy targets on sensors.
My weapon firing is not making any noise at all. There it goes.
Flanking damage detected.
So many Vodwar. All I want to do is scan this thing. Stop firing on me. Jeez, they don't stop. I hate this part of the mission. Because the Vodwar they are relentless. They do not stop. They don't give you enough time to do anything before the next group spawns in.
Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
Yeah, I die very easily.
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
That's why you always want to bring a healer. Golly, look how fast they spawned in again. I can't go anywhere or get anything done because they keep spawning in. It's like a never-ending loop. Let's get away from here.
Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power.
Run away! Alright, now we get to activate the tech. Just get away from them. I don't even want to fight them right now.
Flanking damage detected.
Activate this transporter thing.
Captain Kim here. I need to speak to you as soon as you return to the city.
Well, let's go there because I'm tired of what's going on here. Tavrel and Zerba. Alright, what do you got for me, Harry?
I've been noticing something strange. When I first met the Kobali, they didn't seem to be a particularly religious people. Lindsay, Jedliah I mean, certainly didn't say anything about it. However, now, almost every Kobali I've met follows one creed. And there's a temple located just beyond the trenches. I've tried to find out more about their practices, but they keep telling me it's forbidden to share them with outsiders.
Do you think it's a religious
Maybe.
war?
But I don't remember the Vodwar having a particular belief system either. This may not be much, but I'll continue my investigations. Maybe this one...
Keep at it. Okay, let's turn this mission in.
The Vodwar shut down the transporter? They're devious, aren't they? With the transporter operational, we can easily send supplies to our forward base. That will help. I'll let you know when we could use your aid again. But I'm sorry. I cannot answer any questions about our religion. Privacy is an essential
Blah, blah, blah.
part of our
Kobali split beam
practice.
rifle.
We can't stop until the Vodwar leave our world.
Let's do the temple of my people.
I'm sorry, but could you return later? I believe you need a break. You've already done so much for us. We couldn't possibly ask you for more.
Nope, I'm gonna do more.
We can't stop until the...
Wait.
We can't stop
Speak to Harry
until...
Kim. Okay, let's go.
I've discovered a few interesting things that can help us with the Kobali. Do you have anything on your end?
Only that the general's acting odd. What do you have?
I've been thinking. Our only way to find out what the Kobali are hiding is through the Vodwar. We need to find out where they're focusing their attacks, and then why. That may be able to shed some light on the situation.
Okay.
Yes. My crew was looking into why our signal jammers weren't working, and we found that the Vodwar have comm beacons in all of their camps that act as a miniature subspace array. They can't be jammed because they're shielded, and they provide all the Vodwar need for controlled, secure communications. Ingenious, really. I wonder if the Starfleet Corps of Engineers could whip up something like that for us. If B'Elanna were here, I'm sure she could. Anyway, if we could place a trace on one of the Vodwar beacons...
We'd have access to all their communications.
Exactly. Once we find out where the Vodwar plan to attack, we can reinforce the Kobali and find out what, if anything, they're hiding. There are 4 communications
Go to the
arrays
trenches
in
and
the
apply a
trenches
trace. Got it. Let's go. Trenches, trace. It's back in that same area I was just at, too. I think we can use the transporter to just transport right there. Let's see. And I want you and you. Yep, I can. Now let's go take care of this one. We need to go to the yellow circles. Go to this yellow circle over here first. Just run past all the Vodwar that I can. And it looks like this one is the one. And tagged. Let's run away before we get into combat. I don't want to... If I don't have to battle them, I don't want to. Oh, where's that one at? I thought I was right on top of it. No. Guess we're going this way. Crap.
Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power.
doing those little found missions. Thin blue line, no. Sticking to the main mission. Come on. Oh, there's a yellow circle over there. I was looking for the yellow circle. It's over here? Wait, what? Oh, it's this one right here. Okay.
Enemy targets on sensors. Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
Okay, number 2. I'm just gonna run. Run away!
Enemy targets on sensors. Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
My people are dead, but that's okay. Because eventually, once this is over, we'll all find each other again, because we will just respawn.
Enemy targets on
run
sensors.
right past all
Flanking
you
damage
people.
detected. Personal shield losing power.
You know what? I may not make it. No, I'm not going to make it. Crap. Well, darn it. Where's it going to put me? All the way back here. Wonderful. Okay, come on, guys. I guess we're going to have to fight our way there. I was trying to get there without having to fight, but I think we're going to have to anyway. Because it's pretty far away.
Enemy combatants in close proximity. Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power.
These missions are so tedious. I really don't like them. It's just because the VOD War are so relentless and they respawn so fast. And I am not good for health. This character. Okay, we're almost there. Oh, wow. Whole group of them.
Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power.
Where is it at? Oh, it's right there.
Personal shield losing power.
Oh, finally get this one done. Send findings to your ship.
Enemy targets on
Contact Kim. Well, crap.
Personal shield losing power.
Hey, they just don't
Flanking
stop.
damage detected.
They just don't stop. I hate this part. Oh, now I'm dying. Run. Run.
Flanking damage detected.
Run. Whoa, that's a leap. Let's wait here for a second. See if we can contact Kim.
Your timing is impeccable. A large squad of armed Kobali just left, but they wouldn't say where they were going. Did you find any information?
Yeah, the VOD War are after the Kobali Temple,
Enemy
not the
targets
city.
on sensors.
That must be where the Kobali are going.
Okay, now we gotta go defend the temple thing. Complete open mission temple defense. Right. At least we're not too far away. Oh crap. Run. All my
Enemy
people are
targets
dead.
on sensors. Flanking damage detected. Personal
I'm not
shield
gonna make
losing
it.
power.
Ooh, I am gonna make it. Barely. Okay, now we gotta do temple defense. Oh crap, I gotta get all the way
Flanking
through
damage
there.
detected. Personal shield losing power.
I'm gonna die now, aren't I? And I'm dead. Pooh. Where does it put me at? Does it put me anywhere near the temple? Yes, it does, thank goodness, because I made it all the way here. Okay, now, let's finish this. And my people are with me, so that's good. Okay, I'm defending the temple, yay! Look at me defending the temple all by myself. Come on. You guys spawn right inside there, which is just not fair. How do they make it in so far? Why can't I target this guy? Jeez. Oh, finally that's done. Okay. Get all kinds of good stuff there. Help,
The
Captain.
temple is secure and the doors to it are still open? This is our chance. Go ahead. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Okay. Let's take again you and you. And server not responding. How awesome is that? Lovely. There's Star Trek Online for you, folks. You move to another map, and the server quits. Wow, a good solid 30 seconds of server not responding. A+. Wow, that was cool.
Looks like we've made it to the lowest level of the temple. Let's see what's in there.
I have a feeling about this. Defeat Vodwar. Scan down... what? Kobali? He's dead, Gem.
Personal shield losing power.
Done and done. Done and done. Done and done.
Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
Done and done. And done and done and done.
Thank you. If you take this...
Open door. Dun dun dun. That's a lot of stasis pods. And that's a stasis person. I'm standing on him. What you gonna do about it? A scan of the stasis pod indicates that it contains Vodwar, but not a soldier. There are 300 tubes. They have Vodwar in them. Speak with Kim.
I never imagined that we would find this.
You're right.
The
We
Vodwar
need to
aren't
do
fighting
something
the
about
Kobali
this, or
over
we're not here to
territory.
change the Kobali. We're
They
here
want
to
their
protect
people
them
back.
from the
This
Kobali.
is why,
Yeah,
but
that.
their culture is directly interfering.
Yeah, let's go to the surface. Basically stuff. Tavril and Zarva. Basically, I'll summarize for you. There were Vodwar in there, fallen Vodwar. And,
You've both returned.
General, we know about the temple. When were you going to tell us?
Secrecy protected our future, Captain.
How are we supposed to help you if you won't even tell us what the problem is?
That's enough, Captain.
Captain Dralio, you're late.
The Kazon delayed me. What's the situation?
The Kobali Temple's full of Vodwar stasis pods, and that they're using to reproduce.
I see. Captain Kim, no matter our personal feelings, we must follow the Prime Directive. We are not here to change the Kobali culture. We are here to protect them.
We'll talk more about this in private. I'm sure we'll see you again soon.
I'm sure. So basically, the Kobali have Vodwar, fallen Vodwar soldiers, because that's how the Kobali reproduce, is by taking the dead and changing them into Kobali. And that's what they're doing to Vodwar, and the Vodwar here do not like it. They are not happy about that.
I'm sorry for everything. We never should have lied, but you're an outsider. And we've learned from past experience that not everyone can accept or even understand what we accept as necessary. I couldn't risk losing your support. It won't happen again. I'll give you all the information you need. The Vodwar will not stop, even if we return the remaining stasis pods. You know they won't. Look what they've done to the Turay. Even the Krenin have fallen. I'll give you some time. We'll talk again when I have more information on our next move. We can't stop until the Vodwar leave our world.
Data recovery.
Before we begin, I must apologize on behalf of the Kobali people. We meant no harm in using the Vodwar. When we found the stasis pods, many of them were damaged beyond saving. We honored their fallen by using their forms to preserve our species. The Vodwar, however, do not... Our ways are difficult to understand. For some, they may be reprehensible. No matter what the Vodwar think, we cannot end this practice without dooming our species to extinction. And that we will not do. Jetanian has sent word that he needs aid. Are you willing to help him?
Yeah, sure, why not?
We can't stop until the Vodwar leave our world.
Alright, let's continue. So that's a pretty big turning point in the story, learning what the Kobali have stored here, and that the Vodwar are after that, and do not like them for doing that. Pretty big storyline. I have a feeling that we will see even more of that. But for now, I did say we're going to do all of the Kobali homeworld missions, and that we are. We are going to... who are you fighting, Zarva? So for that, we are going to continue doing all of the missions and work ourselves all the way around to that ship up there.
We're hanging in there, but we could use your... Yes, thank you for coming.
Recover data from Kobali base. Again, I'm not going to go over the dialogue too much. It's pretty self-explanatory. We're just going to follow the yellow circles and do what we need to do to get this on the move. I like the rewards, however, in this series of missions. Very good rewards. You just have to overcome a lot of Vodwar. My buttons are not being very responsive. It's a problem. having trouble targeting things for some reason. What? Stop firing on me from behind. Wow, they killed me fast. I am not well protected on this planet. I can do a lot of damage, but
Enemy targets on sensors.
I can't
Personal
take...
shield
Oh
losing
man,
power.
hey, where'd you come from? No, 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 I'm not dying today. I refuse to die, I'm dead. Jeez, that's what I'm talking about, man. That is difficult. Let's go to this one over here. That's the one I just went to. I need better armor. I need better shields. Apparently.
Personal shield losing power.
%. 33%. I think this is one of those open missions. Yeah, I'm not going to do that then. 50%. Let's kill these.
Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power.
More of those crate things. 66%.
Enemy targets on sensors.
83%. So many Vodwar around here. So many. Too many for my liking. Here we go. Okay. Now we need to get to a thing to do a thing. Over this way. Ah, here we go. In the forward camp. Now we gotta go this way. I'm just gonna run past these guys.
Enemy targets on sensors.
There we go. I think my guys are gonna die, but that's okay. Alright, now you.
Thank goodness you're here.
Yep,
You've recovered
turn
the
all that
data
in.
from our lost
Major
base?
research boost.
Excellent.
2 times
I
quality
knew you
improvement chance. That's cool. Now let's do Looming
The scientist
Shadows.
in our camp could use your help.
I like how his voice
We are
changed.
examining the bodies of...
His voice changed. That was funny.
Excellent work. We have reports that
Alright,
they
let's
may
do
still...
rescue scouts. Okay, now we're moving. Oh, look, you catched up or caught up. How did you do that? I don't know, but you did. So hooray for you. You get to come with me. Okay, I need to find scouts to rescue.
Personal shield losing power.
Okay, that's 1 rescued. 1 of 3. Yay. So many Vodwars.
Personal shield losing power.
Yeah, I'm not doing those open missions. Just gotta look within this yellow.
Personal shield losing power.
Just gotta look within the yellow circle for the scouts. I'm not worried about these bomb things. Except for when they explode in my face. Then I'm worried about them. I need a scout is what I need. Where are the scouts? Oh, here we go.
Personal shield losing power.
Okay, that is 2 of 3. Wasn't even in the yellow circle. The war zone out here. Jeez.
Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
They are everywhere. I mean, this place, they're just running around rampant. The VOD war. I can't get anything done. Okay, I need one more scout thing. That's all I need.
Enemy target
Under
on
that.
sensor.
Holy crap.
Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
I almost died, but I got it done. Geez, as soon as I get one group, there's a whole nother group.
Personal shield losing power.
Way too many VOD war. Yep. Okay, complete open mission left behind. What's the open mission? Oh, I know what it is. That's down here now. Now we're going to the beach area thing. So let's run really fast. Just get down there. Oh, past the VOD war. Here we go. Defeat incoming VOD war, of course.
Personal shield losing power. Personal shield losing power.
I'm here with reinforcements. We have to form a plan of attack. I'll try to override the console. We need to get these shield generators working.
I can do that. Where are the other ones at? Way over here. Need one more. Where is it at? Oh, over here. Repel the VOD war. Here we go.
Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
Console is all yours. Get all the data you can from it.
Sure thing.
Have you found anything?
Uh-huh.
If that's true, then... The Vaudouar intend to infect everyone on the planet, living and dead, with this virus. If they succeed, it could mean the extinction of the Kobali people.
Yep.
I'll stay here to gather more data. Recommend you inform the Kobali immediately.
I'll just salute you with my weapon and move on. So, yeah, the Vaudouar, they want to kill you guys.
I don't even...
Take transporter back to the city.
The Vaudouar plan to make all organisms immune to rebirth?
Yep.
They have gone far beyond what I thought they were capable of. This is no mere war. This is an attempt at genocide. I will inform the members of the Alliance at once. We may need to move battle operations forward to combat this new threat. We will need your help again soon enough.
Okay.
We can't stop until our forward base in the hills has new information regarding the Vaudouar's chemical attack plans. Can you meet with Hanshin Sadalor about this new intel? I imagine, given our track record, that this will not be as easy a task as it sounds. We can't stop.
I can and I will. Let's see, Hanshin Salador. Excuse me. Hanshin Salador is the one over there, okay. Boy, you guys just can't stay alive, can you? Oh wait, wrong one. We want to go to Hillside Base. Tavrel and Zarb.
Yes, I do. The Vaudouar have data on their project.
Recover data from dead Kobali.
Personal shield losing power.
Dead Kobali, where are you? I need to find you. Perhaps you'll be in the yellow circle. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. There's a dead Kobali. That's a good dead Kobali. And you're a dead Kobali. Any more dead Kobali? Oh, you're one. Good. Recover data from forward base. So let's go up to the yellow circle. See, now we are starting to ascend the mountaintop. This is good. This is very good.
Personal shield losing power. Enemy combatant in close proximity.
Okay. doing a thing. Gotta go do another thing. Where's the thing at? There.
Personal shield losing power.
Okay, speak with your bridge officers. Cover more data, basically. Gotta go up more and collect data from up there. Here we go. A wonderful base now to be able to run.
Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
Okay, now we can go into here finally. Get all our loot. Let's kill these guys.
Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
Okay, this one. Yay, okay, complete the open mission trapped to access the final sample. So we need to go back over this way. Now we gotta go do a trapped mission. Lots of war, of course. Well, horses, of course, of course, of course. We got other people here with us, so that's good. I like that. Always helps when you have team members. Or another team.
Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
You want his shields, I'm gonna get rid of you. Three defeated.
Personal shield
I think
losing
this is the
power.
fourth one. Cover the final chemical strain.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Okay, interesting. Stasis fields. We are looking for a hidden base, and I might have passed it. Not sure where it's at, to be honest with you. Oh, we're not even there yet. It's like around this corner and around that. Zarv is dead. Don't know how that happened. lots of force fields. Ah, here we go. I think I came in the backside. Whatever.
Excellent. We've been wondering when we would hear from anyone else, and having some place the Vaadwaur haven't found yet has been extremely valuable. Unfortunately, there is still more work to be done. We have key components of the strain, but we still need one last thing before we can create an antivirus.
Your information on the Vaadwaur's anti-Kobali research has been invaluable. But in order for it to work, we need a sample of the original strain of the virus. We know that the base near us has the original strain of the virus stored, but we don't have the strength to assault it. Would you lead the charge to get the original strain?
Oh, sure. Why not? What do I get? Personal reward is a Kobali warfare specialist. Oh, excuse me. Also, I like how his voice changed. That was weird. Let's go get what we need to do the thing here. Zarva's still dead. Don't know why or how. But okay.
Personal shield losing power.
Okay, let's do this. Clear base of all Vaadwaur.
Personal shield losing power.
Okay, complete the open mission, Chemical Strike. Oh, here we go. Okay, activate transporters to bring on Kobali soldiers.
Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected.
Okay.
Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power.
Well, everybody, welcome back. So, sorry for those cuts there. You know how I said I was going to play this Kobali Prime Homeworld mission stuff all in one video, in one sitting? Well, I ended up kind of falling asleep at my keyboard. I mean, literally, I was sitting here drooling in my lap with Star Trek Online continuing to play in the background with nothing happening on the screen except me dying from the Vaadwaur. So I'm going to cut out, hopefully I have cut out by this point, all of the annoying stuff, or the stuff that was literally an hour of gameplay footage recorded of me doing absolutely nothing because I was asleep at the keyboard. I kid you not. So, it is actually the next day now, and I am going to now continue this whole playthrough of the Kobali homeworld, hopefully where we left off when I fell asleep. I think I'm in the same spot or position where I left off. I know I didn't finish that mission. I think we're on a new warfare. So hopefully it all kind of connects together and makes some sense. But anyway, this is where the game put me right back when I logged back in. So I think this is where we left off. And now I am going to continue the entire Kobali homeworld thing. And it will all still be one video. I'm going to connect it all together and it will still be one continuously long video. See, we need to recover chemical data from console. Now I'm more awake. Boy, I was so tired last night. So I apologize for that.
Personal shield losing power.
Okay, let us go over here. And yeah, I believe this is where we were. Oh, Vaadwaur.
Flanking damage detected.
Oh. Oh, he's being shielded. So let's take out these guys first. Oh, he's being shielded by him.
Personal shield losing power.
Take out the guys doing the shielding, and then we can kill everything else.
Flanking damage detected.
Jeez. Just die already. Okay, there we go. Vaadwaur are a very tough enemy in this game. If you are not prepared by this level of the game, you will not have a very good time. Because the Vaadwaur are very difficult. Says I need to go back down here. I need to upload chemical data to my ship. So it looks like we're going all the way back to here. The secret base. Yeah, I would say that the Jem'Hadar ground set is probably not the most tankiest thing that I could ever have, but it's all I have access to right now, so that is just the way it goes, right? We've received the new data on the chemicals, sir, examining them now. According to our readings, the chemical you encountered is designed to reverse the Kobali's rebirth process. The virus acts within seconds, and once a Kobali is infected, there is no recovery. Interestingly enough, in some ways, this virus resembles the treatments the doctor used to temporarily restore a Voyager crew member who was revived by the Kobali genetic virus. Do you have any idea why the Vaadwaur would develop such chemicals? According to this data, the Kobali killer chemical was meant to wipe out all Kobali on the planet. The anti-Kobali chemical would ensure that any Kobali they missed would not be able to continue their species. The Vaadwaur want to kill off the Kobali as fast as efficiently as possible. No loose ends. Can immunizations be made? Yes, but it would take some time. We will coordinate with Captain Dralia and Captain Kim's crew to do what we can. According to the data you recovered, the Vaadwaur have a large amount of the chemical stored in their main base and are planning on unleashing it on Kobali. Alright, begin work on a counter-agent. Now we get to take the transporter back to the city. We will be coming right back here, but this allows us to be able to use the transporter. Okay, there we go. And now we'll turn this mission in so we can start the next one. And we just keep going and going and going until we're finished. We're actually getting very near the end. I think we only have a couple more missions left. And hopefully that'll take us to level 57, so we're very close to the next level here.
The Vaadwaur have a chemical that can instantly kill us? I don't even know how to respond anymore. I can only hope you all can come up with an immunization to it soon. I will rally our soldiers. We will need to make an all-out attack on their main base and stop the Vaadwaur before they can complete their horrible work. Speak with me again soon. Hopefully, we will be ready to begin the assault then.
Now, I'm going to get this Kobali Warfare Specialist. He is a duty officer. Let's take that.
We can't stop until the Vaadwaur leave our world.
Let's take a look at him real quick. He is a duty officer, so we'll add him. He's a ground warfare specialist. Let's see, increased damage versus Vaadwaur. Now that is going to be useful to us. Having this officer on active duty will increase all of your damage output when in combat versus Vaadwaur on ground maps. Does not affect enemy players. Plus 10% all damage versus Vaadwaur. So this is somebody who I definitely want on my ground list. Why won't it let me do that? Clear, dismiss, back. I want to add him. How do I add him to my active ground people? Maybe I have to do it here. Oh, here we go. Put on active duty. Yes, put J to now on active ground duty. There we go. Now this is going to help us out. Now we'll have plus 10 more damage to the Vaadwaur. And we're going to need that because there's a big battle at the end here. There's a lot of Vaadwaur we're going to have to take out, including the boss. So now that's going to help us. That's going to help us here and throughout the remaining of the Delta Delta Quadrant missions, because we're still going to be dealing with the Vaadwaur for a while. So that's going to help us throughout this game. I love it. All right, breaking the wall.
Our time to strike is now, before the Vaadwaur can deploy their main chemical payload. We would like you to be a part of the assault squad. Your first step will be to take and secure the Vaadwaur forward base in the mountains. Capture the base, and then meet with our squad in one of our hidden outposts in the mountains. They'll brief you on the next step. Move fast. We do not know when the Vaadwaur will begin releasing their chemical payload.
Go to the mountain and complete the open mission Breaking the Gates. We will get a superior universal research tech upgrade. I love the rewards.
We can't stop
That these Kobali missions give. They are actually very worth it. And then once you complete the final mission, you are able to go back and do a daily every day and get a lot of marks and one of those things that you need, those vials that help you buy stuff in the Delta reputation. So it's very useful. Where'd my button go? Let's go to the upper hillside base. Let's take Zarva and Tavrel and see where we need to go from there. Yep, we should be right here where we just left. Now we're going to keep going up the mountain to the next point. That yellow circle up there, and we're going to take over this place and do the open mission at the gate. So some of these open missions you do have to actually complete, and this one is called At the Gates. But now that we're doing even more damage versus Vaadwaur, see, here it is, At the Gates. Take control of the Vaadwaur entrance. Now that we're doing even more damage, it should be easy. It takes like 3 hits to take him out, I guess. And I wasn't even all buffed up. Just buff up. Get all my thingies going there. Okay, next. Who wants to be next? Let's see how many shots it takes to take him out. 1, 2. I almost had him dead in 1 shot. Had him dead in a shot. Nice. Love the extra damage. That is going to help. Oh, dead in 1 shot. Dead in 2 shots. I love that. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Easy to take out now. I don't know why I hit my refrequencer. That was stupid.
Personal shield losing power.
I do want to upgrade my armor and shield, you know, my whole ground-based set that I'm using, because the Gemhead R1, while it's all right, it is not the best at all. But I really don't have any other options at this point. I'm waiting until I can get to something better, which I don't have right now. The Delta Alliance ground set would be great, but I don't have all the reputation opened up for that yet. And even when I do, I still need those thingies. Those little vial thingies you get to actually buy the equipment. Which means I have to do proper STFs and everything to get those things. Done. Alright. Hold the line against incoming Vodwar. Okay, we still need to hold the line. Up here, I guess. Are these are other players? No, these are not other players. These are just NPCs. Okay. Oh. Man, that extra damage is really helping out. So don't forget about that. You get that warfare specialist, and he will help you here because you're going to be encountering a lot of Vodwar in the Delta Quadrant missions.
Shield losing power.
So very, very useful thing, but you do have to manually equip it in order for it to have an advantage. Put it on active duty. Am I doing my thing? Oh, okay, now we need to do the communication towers over here. Man, there's a lot of them. He's being helped by a shield guy. Let's take out the shield guy. Looks like we have other players here helping, so this is going to make the very in-game final battle much easier with help from other players. Because it can get pretty tough. He's got that. Okay, there we go. Recover final choke point for Kobali forces.
Flanking damage detected.
So we got to go capture this point over here and then just defend it. So we have a couple of other players here, at least one other player, maybe two other players here, and that is definitely going to help. Send my security team to go take care of this mess. The Vodwar do not stand a chance. Got a good team here. Yeah, this is like the next to the last mission. Well, I think we'll have one more mission after this, and that it kind of completes the main stuff. Then there's like one more temple mission. But we are nearing the end of the Kobali homeworld stuff here. But it does get tough right at the end, because you got that final boss and a lot of Vodwar to deal with. But it's fun. Like I said, the rewards are worth it. If you feel like you don't want to do this whole Kobali homeworld thing because it's so tedious, stick with it, because the rewards are definitely worth it. Alright, recover final choke point. I am doing that. We're almost 100%. And we should be just at 100%. There we go. Oh, and look at this. We get a Delta Alliance Mark package with Ancient Power Cell. That's what I was talking about. Or we can choose an Iconian one if you want to start the Iconian. But I'm already working on the Delta Alliance Mark package, or Delta Alliance reputation. So I'm going to take this, and that Ancient Power Cell is going to help me to be able to buy things. So heck yeah. 48, no, 8, no, wait a minute. What do we get? Ancient Power Cell and only 8 Delta Marks? That's not a lot of Delta Marks. Wonder why only 8. Oh well, I don't know why only 8, but at least we got an Ancient Power Cell. We got 2 Ancient Power Cells total now. Of course, you need like 5 to buy 1 piece of gear. So those are the hard things to get. But I believe you do get them with the daily. So anyway, now, oh, I got 233 Delta Marks now. So maybe it was more than 8. I don't know. That was weird. Anyway, let's get this loot over here, and then we'll move on. Whoa!
Enemy target
Vodwar.
sensors.
Where am I going? The secret base over here now. Come on, bridge officers, you're so slow. Excellent work, Admiral. Victory is close now. All we need to do is destroy the stored chemicals and take their final command post. We're about to win a major battle in this war. Are you ready? Yes, and I'll get that superior thingamajig. This is it, Admiral. The final push. The Vodwar chemicals are up ahead. The base is heavily fortified. It'll be up to you and whatever forces you can muster to go after the Vodwar. Our forces will stay behind and hold off any Vodwar attacks. We get career-specific kit reward. Let's do it. This is the last one. This is it. The final mission. It's the final countdown. I'll hope those other people are still with me. Where are they at? Because I can use their help. Yep, they're still here.
Personal shield losing power.
See, the Vodwar just keep coming. They just don't stop.
Personal shield losing power.
Okay, let's. He got that one. Let's go do this one. 2. Excellent. Okay, there's 3 over here. Where did he go? Where's 4? Crap, see, look how fast they respond. There's 4 way over there. Oh, okay, there's a whole bunch of them coming. Oh, he got it. It was over there.
Enemy targets on sensor. Personal shield losing power.
Alright, I gotta move on. Let's go to the next one. Disable the transporter pods. I think we actually have to, like, destroy them, right? Why can't I destroy them? What would I do to him? Oh, he's got it. He's way ahead of me. That's fine. Okay, cool. Now we get to go up to the final area up here. This is where we meet and encounter a lot of Vodwar. And we have to deploy spatial charges. faster we do this, the faster it explodes. Okay, we got all those over there. I hope. It's 3 of 6. He's got that one. Vodwar. Five, and then here's 6. Trigger the detonations. I'm gonna pull back over here and then trigger them. Take item.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Okay, I'm about to trigger. I'm triggering. Boom. Now we have.
We will not rest until our people are returned and the Kobali pay for their actions.
Personal shield losing power.
Now we have the boss. Will come in just a second. There he is. Right on time. The last stands.
Flanking damage detected.
Oh man, that hurt.
I will not rest until I see every Kobali dead in the streets.
Thank goodness I have some help, because this thing is tough.
The Vatwa shall live on. I will make sure of it. I will not forsake my people to the fate of these disgusting creatures. Impossible.
Oh, that's it.
People.
He's done.
I am sorry.
And here's what I'm talking about. Another package. Delta Alliance Mark package with Ancient Power Cell. So we will take. Even more stuff. Another Power Cell. 48 Delta. It still says 8 Delta Marks. I wonder why it's so little. Maybe that's just an error. Yeah, because we're at 2. Well, no, it was only 8. That's weird. Well, it should be more. If you do it as a daily, you will get a lot more. Before we signal victory to the troops, because I think that takes us back to the beginning, or to the front lot, the thing here. If you do this, you get this Vodwar ship expert accolade for coming over here. See, this is that ship on the top of the mountain I was telling you guys about. We'd make it all the way around to it, and we did. Now we can signal for victory. So that's the mission right there, that if you replay every day, it's a daily, you'll get Power Cell, you'll get Delta Marks. So it's very much worth it to do that. It's a good way to get Delta Marks every day and one of those
But
power
the
cells.
Vodwar will return at any moment. I suggest we pull back to the city.
Agreed. We need to deal with the Kobali using the Vatwar for rebirth.
Captain Kim, that is not our concern. The Prime Directive is clear on this.
The Vatwar were trying to exterminate the Kobali, but the Kobali are trying to eliminate the Vatwar by absorbing their culture. I understand the Prime Directive, but we're already here. We're already involved. And the results of the Kobali's actions are no different than the Vatwar's.
You have a point, Captain Kim, but I believe this would be better discussed in a more secure location.
Agreed. We'll give you an escort to the city.
Okay. I don't really need one, but sure. I worked my way here without an escort. Thank you very much. Okay, return to Cunel.
We can't thank you enough for all your help. The war will continue, but now we have the upper hand. We're trained, and we're prepared to finish the fight. We have only one more topic to discuss. What should we do with the stasis pods we currently hold?
Give them back. Career-specific kit reward.
We can't stop until the Vatwa leave our world.
So that was technically the last mission. I will do a chance for peace here in just a second. That was technically the last mission of like the war Vodwar stuff all the way to the ship. So now if you go back to replay console, you go to Act 3 episodes, you got Breaking the Wall and With Our Last Breath. So you do the final mission, you repeat that, you can load it up. Is it Breaking the Wall or With Our Last Breath?
Our time to strike is now, before the Vatwa can deploy their main chemical payload. We would like you to be a part of
No,
the...
it's Our Last Breath. The final push, the Vodwar chemicals are up ahead, the base is heavily fortified. So this is the one right here. Now it doesn't show the daily here as part of it, but it is. If you redo this once a day, I think it's like a 20-hour cooldown, same as anything else. Once the 20 hours are up, then it will become what's called a daily. You do with our last breath once a day, you'll get that mark package. It'll be a higher mark package than 8. I don't know why I only got 8. I think because I had already got the daily for the Delta marks, and since I'm doing this so quickly after the last one, it just hasn't had time to reset. If I had waited 20 hours, I think I would have got a higher mark package. But if you do it every 20 hours, you'll get a very high mark package of Delta marks, and you'll get that power cell, which is important because it's the power cells you need to actually buy the equipment from the reputation. So anyway, with our last breath, daily, every 20 hours, very good thing. I'll do it on Rami Summers because I need to get those power cells, because I do want, since I'm going ahead and doing the whole Delta reputation, I've already got it going, and I'm already halfway into Tier 2, so I might as well just keep the Delta stuff going. I might as well go ahead and just purchase the gear from here as well. The ground gear and other stuff that might be useful. Delta Alliance Unimatrix Personal Shield. See, right now I could equip that on here, but I wouldn't be able to purchase it. I don't have what's required. I need 5 Ancient Power Cells and 500 Delta Marks, so I can't afford it yet. I have how many Power Cells? I got 3 Power Cells and 241 Delta Marks, so can't afford it yet, but it's something I can work towards. I've already got it going, so might as well do it. Alright, let's speak to General Cunel.
We can't stop until the Vodwar leave our world.
Now, this is the last mission of this planet, and we won't ever have to come back here again. Well, actually, I take that back. There is a mission where we will have to come back here again, but this is kind of almost concludes it. And now we're level 57, by the way. We leveled up. Which means I can... what can I do? Nothing. Oh, I can add a specialization point. That's what I can do. Skills, specialization. Yeah, let's add a spec... No, I can't. Why can't I? I can't purchase. Oh, I have to be in an open, different kind of zone, not this zone. Okay, got to do it from space or something.
Thank you for all your help. I believe it is time we discuss what to do with the remaining Vodwar stasis pods. Our lead scientist wishes to speak with you within the temple about the problem. I believe Captain Kim wishes to be present as well. I suggest talking to him first.
Now for this, we're going to get 50 Delta Marks and an ancient power cell just for doing this mission here. Our chance for peace. So don't forget to do this, because that's very much worth it too. And we get a Kobali personal shield. So I could use this personal shield rather than my brain is fried, rather than the Jem'Hadar shield. I'll compare the stats once I get it and see if it is of any benefit.
The Kobali have invited us to their temple to discuss the status of the Vodwar stasis pods. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready. Let's take the regulars here. Got the whole crew. Alright, let's go. I need to work on my bridge officers, make sure their powers are set correctly. And another server not responding. Wow. I tell you what, all it takes is a map change in the game and server decides to quit. Isn't that terrible? That's twice now. We tried to change maps, and it has done that. Craziness. Okay. Speak with Kobali scientists. So let's see what to do about these stasis pods. It's my opinion we should just give them back to the Vodwar. It is their dead. You should let them have their dead and let them do whatever rituals they do with their dead. That's the right thing to do. But hey, what do I know? Let's see what she has to say.
Thank you for meeting us here. We have spoken with delegates from the Alliance and have come to an agreement about the Vaadwaur. We will cease reviving Vaadwaur from stasis pods that are failing, and ensure the upkeep on said pods.
Well, okay, that's great, but what about the future? I don't care about the future of your people, because you take dead people and make yourselves out of dead people. I think that is for the best.
Yes, I have come to see that now. We will release the remaining Vaadwaur from their pods once their current forces have shown us that we can come to a peaceful solution. In the meantime, we shall continue to use this area as a holding area for non-Vaadwaur who will become Kobali.
You better give them back. So you plan on using this as a storage facility for bodies?
Yes, I know it may seem grim to you, but for us, it is sacred. This shall be a place where those who have lost their lives await to have a new life given to them. In time, we will fill this hall again with those who can earn another chance at life.
Just give the Vaadwaur back and go do your thing. It is good that we could all come to a solution. I will take my leave.
Are you ready to leave?
Yes.
I think we've done everything we can here.
I guess so. Return to city.
Thank you again for everything you've done here.
Shall we?
I'm relieved that we've cleared this up and can move forward with the Kobali. Let's head back to the city.
I don't know. I still don't like the fact that they do what they do. And a secret shall be revealed.
Don't worry, Harry. I'll take good care of you.
Dun dun dun! Harry Kim is in a pod. If that's confusing to you, watch a Voyager episode that I just forgot the name of. It's the one where they create, or two Harrys are created because two Voyagers are created. A Voyager right on top of another Voyager. And there's like duplicates of the crew and everything. And one of the Harrys dies and another Harry, a Harry from the other Voyager comes over with with the baby from, I forgot the mom's name, comes over and now then there's two Harrys. That episode, yes, that one. Watch it and you'll understand how that is possible. But it is directly from a Star Trek Voyager episode, and that's what I like about what this game has done with the Delta missions here. Delta Quadrant missions is they pulled all this stuff directly from Voyager, and they've done a good job, pulling from that source material. Speak to Cunel.
It will be difficult for us not to honor the Vaadwaur fallen with rebirth, but I believe this is for the best. We shall do what we can to promote our culture in a way that can also help others. Perhaps then, we can avoid future misunderstandings. We'll still be in this fight against the Vaadwaur for some time, but at least now, we have hope for a future without war. Thank you.
I'm just here for my Delta Marks and Power Cell, but okay.
We can't stop until the Vaadwaur leave our
60
world.
Delta Marks, and that's because I've got a reputation bonus going. Ancient Power Cell. Okay, so that makes sense. I think before, instead of 8, you would get like 5 Delta Marks if you have already done the daily. And because I have a Delta reputation bonus going, I'm getting extra, so that's why it was 8. But normally it would be like 5, because if you've already done the daily, that's pretty much all you get. So you just have to wait every 20 hours, and then you should get like 50, I guess. So that's not bad. Okay, cool. We got a lot of good stuff there. And now we're completely done. You can check here.
We
We'll go
can't
to Q now.
stop.
There's nothing else. There's no other missions. We have completely finished, guys, completely finished the Kobali homeworld in one video. I know it's long, but you know what? If you just kind of pound your way through this as fast as possible and skip over all the dialogue and stuff like that, you can actually pound this out pretty fast. It's not that bad. Really isn't. And then it's very much worth it to do that very last mission every day to get those ancient power cells and more Delta Marks. Like, I'm up to 301 Delta Marks now, and I have 4 power cells. So that's very much worth it to do this stuff. And let's see, let's compare this Kobali shield with my Jem'Hadar shield. Now this is Mark 13 and that's Mark 10, so that's an improvement right there. But let's see what happens here. We got 306 maximum shield capacity with the Jem'Hadar and 358 maximum shield capacity with the Kobali shield. So already the shield capacity is greater, so that would benefit me here. The Kobali personal shield also has a health regeneration, a 0.8 health regeneration. I don't have that on the Jem'Hadar. The Kobali has a plus 6.2 shield regeneration. I don't have that at all on the Jem'Hadar shield. And the Kobali reduces Tetrion damage by 20%. Now, that's good if I'm only taking Tetrion damage, but the Jem'Hadar reduces all energy to shields by 10%. So that's better all around for all energy types. However, I think moving forward, since we are dealing a lot with the Vodwar, I think they use Tetrion energy. So that's why it has a Tetrion resist on the Kobali shield, maybe. So with the higher shield capacity and the shield regeneration and health regeneration, I'm leaning toward adding the Kobali personal shield on myself right now. Now what that's going to do, however, is get rid of the 3-piece set. On the Jem'Hadar set, I have this thing called Combat Triage Subroutine. That option will go away once I replace this shield because 3 pieces of this set will be gone. So, what did that do exactly? Well, that increases my hit points by plus 204. It gives me an all damage resistance rating for 20 seconds plus 12.5, so that's pretty good, and immunity to stuns and holds for 20 seconds. That's a really good ability, honestly. Combat Triage Subroutine, a really good ability, and I would not have it anymore. And this is it right here. I've been using it. So that ability would go away. But I'm willing to give it a shot and see what happens. I mean, we've been using the Jem'Hadar set for this long. So why not go ahead and use this Kobali regenerative shield thing and see if there's any change, see if it feels like that was a good move or not. So let's do it. My shield at 306, so my shield strength should now go up. My regeneration rate went up. Shields are only 319 though. That didn't go up too big there. Wonder why that says 358 maximum shield capacity here, but then when I equip it, it's only 319 maximum shield capacity. Why did that go down? That's not a big difference then. If I had 306 to 319, that's not worth it. Why is it going down, I wonder? I could upgrade the shield, but don't really want to spend the points right now on it. I wonder why there's not a big difference there. Huh, maybe it's not worth it, guys. I'm going to keep it in my inventory, but I'm going to go ahead and keep the Jem'Hadar one on because I really like Combat Triage Subroutine. But I'll keep this in my inventory. Maybe in the future it'll be more useful, but I mean, when I equipped it, you guys saw that it only went from 306 to 319 shield capacity, so not really worth it to add for shield capacity. And I don't think I have any armor that's any better. So I'm just gonna keep that. Yeah, that's it. I did get some kit abilities here. Yep, anyway, I guess it's still the best thing that I can do right now until we get the Delta Alliance stuff unlocked. Still the best thing. Okay, let's beam up into space because I am done with the Kobali. No more Kobali homeworld stuff, finally. We did the whole thing. We can call it complete. Now I can add my specialization points. Under skills, specialization, pilot. No, I still can't. I need to go to sector space. There we go. Now I can purchase it. We've got Desperate Flight 1. As hull decreases, turn rate and speed increase. Excellent. Added. Now we have that skill. Very cool. So, there we go. We are level 57. We are moving on up. We have finished the entire Kobali front. Nothing left there to do at all. And then we can continue with the main missions now. The next one we'll do with friends like these, which is, I believe, another set of patrols. And I'm actually, before we even do that, I'm going to go back to Earth's space dock and sell everything I don't need and keep what I do. Because that's a lot of stuff I need to go through. I want to clear my inventory for this next set of missions. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that Kobali front. Very much worth it. It may not seem like it at first, but the rewards are good. And like I said, you do that last mission every day, every 20 hours as a daily. You get like 50 Delta marks. You get an ancient power cell each time you do it, which is very important because you need those to buy the things. So, very much worth it to do all that stuff. And now that it's done, I don't have to worry about it ever again. I can just do that final mission once a day and get those marks and power cells. Alright, well, thank you everybody for watching that, and stay tuned for the next one.